My name is Maiko Miyata. I'm a stay-at-home housewife. 7 years ago, I got married to my husband Ryuji, and 5 years ago, I gave birth to fraternal twins, a son and a daughter. Afterwards, I've continued to work at home to help out the household budget. I also raise the kids and I'm usually pretty busy, but there was one person that always got in the way. I'm home! Mom, snacks! I want snacks! Hey, come on now, you two. Go wash your hands first. Okay.
Oh, they're so noisy. Can they not be a little quieter?
Oh, hello, Miss Kikwe.
Don't miss me. I'm not that friendly with you. You can call me Kikwe-san.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry about that.
So where the hell have you been wandering around this whole time? Huh? If you got time to just stand around there, how about you hurry up and get on cleaning the room and preparing dinner, huh?
If I may, I wasn't just doing nothing and hanging around the whole time, Kikwe-san.
What?
I went to pick up the kids while I had some time off from my at-home work.
Uh-huh.
My husband, Ryuji, is always busy with work, so he can't really go pick up the kids. I have to go pick them up as their mother.
Wow, how dare you talk bad about my lovely son, Ryuji-chan! I will not allow that!
That's not what I was trying to do.
Look here, if you don't have my permission, you and my grandkids are not allowed to live here. You're only allowed to stay until you save up enough money for your own home.
I understand that.
If Ryuji-chan didn't ask me for help, you guys would be living all poor in a dinky little apartment.
What the hell is wrong with her?
Don't get carried away and think you're so special just because you work from home.
Don't worry about it. All I'm doing is what I have to do.
What did you say?
The reason that we started living here is because our kids started going to kindergarten, right?
Yes, and
I agreed with Ryuji's suggestion, but we talked about how we would both help each other with chores around the house. That was the deal.
Do not talk back to me. You are just a random married-in wife.
You were just sitting there rolling around just watching TV, and you're saying that I'm the one that's not doing anything?
Hurry up and get in the kitchen. I want you to fry me some fish for dinner tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Mom, I want to help you too. Me too.
Thank you. Then can you two get the veggies and fish from the fridge for me? Mikan and Akira are 5 years old. They have grown up to be incredibly kind kids, and I'm so moved as their mother. Before we got married, she seemed like such a lovely mother-in-law. She even cried at her wedding. I don't know when she started acting that way. She has continued to nag and pester me, making it difficult for me to believe that she was so mean to me. That night, I put the kids to bed. It's time to talk about it with Ryuji. Hey, Ryuji.
What is it?
Your mom won't help me out around the house at all. She started complaining and bad-mouthing me in front of her kids.
Don't worry about it, she's always naggy.
She doesn't seem to say anything bad about her kids, but if she says anything, it's always about you. Ryuji?
Come on, Maiko, I'm tired. You must be misunderstanding something.
What do you mean?
Mom is doing this for you, you understand?
What are you talking about? I went to pick up her kids from kindergarten and she told me that I was playing around. How is that for me?
It's not that much of a lie, though. Sometimes they take our kids and go to the shopping mall.
That's only when your mom is out with her friends.
Yeah, okay, sure.
You know how many times I asked you that I want you to talk to your mom?
Why do I have to do that when I'm so tired with work, huh?
What do you mean, why?
This house is in Mom's name. She inherited it from my late father.
I know that.
I can live here because I'm related to her, but she's letting you live here. You see?
That's horrible. How could you say something so horrible?
Mom is totally fine. I think there's a problem with you because you're the one arguing with your mother-in-law.
Whose side are you on, Ryuji?
Do you really have to ask me that?
You don't help me raise the kids. All you do is take your mom's side. You can help me out from time to time.
That's just until buying your own home, so you should hold it in. Raising kids and taking care of the house is your job as the wife.
Ryuji!
Shut up. I'm exhausted from work. I already told you how tired I am. I'm gonna go and sleep because I gotta get early up tomorrow, unlike you. Good night.
As you can see, my husband doesn't care at all about my worries. If anything, he's actually mocking looking down on me just like Kikue is. I was so shocked by how uncooperative my husband was, so I was just quietly crying to myself. The next morning, I decided to text my best friend Nozumi to see what she had to say. Nozumi, I'm so tired.
Hey, what's going on? It's not like you to be crying and complaining.
It's not about work.
Yeah, I figured. It's about your husband and your mother-in-law, right?
Yeah.
Are they still as insane as usual?
It's beyond insane. I can't really call them family when neither of them even give a rat's ass about our kids.
Wow, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm so put off by both of them.
Yeah, you can keep just being honest with me.
Alright, I've got it. Let's meet up at the cafe on the weekend. You should bring Mikan-chan and Akira-kun too.
Really?
Hey, I'm your best friend, silly. We're also co-workers. We made a deal that if something were to ever happen, we'll always listen to each other.
Thank you. That weekend, I went to a cafe near the station with my 2 kids in tow like we planned.
Mikan-chan, Akira-kun, I'm buying today, so you just get whatever you want, you understand?
I want to eat pancakes. Thank you, Nozumi-san.
Sure thing.
Sorry, I know you're really busy.
You don't need to be sorry at all. Come on, you choose whatever you want to.
Thank you.
Alright, so let's get into the nitty-gritty, huh?
Yeah, so this happened, and a few minutes later.
Nozumi, I'm not trying to scare you at all, but you really need to divorce your husband, and you need to do it yesterday.
You really think so?
You are holding it in way too much. You need to shut him down completely and make him eat his words, or he's not going to understand.
Yeah, I figured.
You were never really forward with things, so I guess it would be pretty tough to just do it out of the blue.
It's my fault for all this too. Mikan and Akira are still young, so I figured that's the best thing for them was to live with their father, so...
I mean, that's totally understandable.
But you telling me that really made me snap out of it. I thought that as long as I just held it in, then things were fine.
I mean, the kids are important, sure, but if you get sick, then there's no mom to take care of the kids, which is a big problem too.
Right.
If you aren't around, what's going to happen to Mikan-chan and Akira-kun, Who's going to end up looking after them?
Ugh, you're totally right.
I think that our job is basically just a huge battle with the clock, so I totally understand how you're busy. First, I want you to really evaluate what is important to you, okay?
Nozumi.
Oh, sorry about that. It sounds like I'm lecturing you or something.
It's okay. Thanks to you, I think I snapped out of it. I think I might have been brainwashed or something.
From what I can tell, your mother-in-law's like a secret cult leader or something.
Thank you so much.
How long do you think I've been your best friend for? You know that. I'll always help you out.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to eating. I'm so hungry.
After seeing Nozumi smile and hearing her kind words, I was saved. I was about to be completely controlled by my husband and Kikwe. A month later, my husband had multiple out-of-state business trips, so we weren't able to discuss divorcing at all. I took my kids to kindergarten and then came back home to work, and 2 hours later...
Maiko-san!
Ma'am, what is it?
What do you mean what it is? What the hell are you doing? Why are you messing around on the computer?
Come again?
You're just playing little games on the computer, right?
No, I'm literally working right now. I barely play online games at all, actually.
See, you're complaining again. You always just complain. Is that your family tradition?
I don't know how many times I have to tell you that I work from home.
I understand, but I'm sure you only make as much money as a part-time employee, right?
I'm not trying to brag, but I actually make decent money, you know? As much as Ryuji, or maybe even...
You really shouldn't lie like that, Maiko-san. There is no way that a woman makes more money than a man.
That is a very old thought, Kikue-san.
What do you mean? It's always been that way.
She doesn't even know how outdated that thought is.
Whatever. I was against you having a job anyway since you were the wife. There is no way that you could be richer than your husband. It's literally impossible.
You do realize that we left the 1900s over 2 decades ago, right? There are many more women in the workforce who are doing amazing things.
You need to shut your mouth, miss. How dare you talk back to your mother-in-law like that?
I'll listen to everything you have to say later, so...
Just hearing you type on your keyboard is annoying, this stupid little thing.
No! Why would you do that? I haven't saved it yet.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. My hand just slipped.
You did that on purpose.
What? Don't glare at me like that.
You realize that it was over halfway done on that project. I have to do this from the beginning again, basically. This is so bad.
Don't blame me.
It's a little bit my fault because I didn't save it more frequently along the way, but do not touch my work equipment.
You do not order me around as long as you're living off of Ryuji-chan's money.
This is my equipment that I bought with my money. You apologize to me right now.
I'm not going to apologize to the likes of you. It's your fault for just doing nothing when you're the married-in wife.
I have to finish this by the end of the month.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You need to get a divorce from Ryuji-chan.
Some part of me felt like maybe I shouldn't get a divorce and I should just try to fix things up. I loved Ryuji when I married him, We had very special twins. But I knew after what she said that I was done. I was leaving.
I'm home. I'm so tired.
Welcome home.
Man, going out 2 states over was pretty tough, but there was so much good food. All kinds of barbecue, pulled pork, pizzas. I want to go again on vacation sometime.
Ryuji, do you have a second?
What?
While you're away on business trip, she said this to me. And blippity blue blah.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about it?
What do you mean?
If you can't listen to Mom, then we gotta get a divorce. It's pretty simple.
Are you really okay with a divorce?
I mean, if Mom says that we should, then I'm gonna listen to her, yeah.
Right.
This is Mom's house. Do you remember that I said that? You're my wife, so you're allowed to live on here with that special condition. You don't even pay rent.
You really feel that way?
Don't ask me weird questions. You should be more aware that Mom is letting you live here out of the kindness of her heart.
You just keep talking about your mom this, mom that. Do you not have your own damned opinion?
What, you got a problem with me?
You know that I make way more than whatever rent it would cost to live here. You understand that?
Oh, come on, it's not that much.
Huh?
I mean, you might make some good money while you're riding the wave, but if you don't sell anything, then you don't make any royalty. It's so much better to just be a regular former employee.
You're the worst. I explained when we got married and when we had kids too.
I'm the man of the house, do you understand me? I'm gonna be making thousands more than you do.
I guess you haven't talked to your mom about it either, huh?
I don't need to say anything, no damage at all, zip, nada.
I didn't realize that you were such a mother-loving freak.
Shut up, I'm just caring about my parents, that's all.
This is going nowhere. Let's just get a divorce.
You should have just said that from the beginning.
I don't want people to look at us weird, so we got a divorce with no hiccups. I'm gonna take Mikan and Akira. You don't have to split the wealth, sue for damages, and you don't have to pay for child support in return for never talking to me or mine again.
You know what I want. Good for you.
If you break that at all, I'm gonna sue you for 10K. I'm gonna make you sign documents agreeing to all of that. If I break it, then I will pay it to you, of course.
Okay.
That was the right move, right? Afterwards,
You're just mooching off of Ryuji-chan anyway, so I'm just glad that the leech is finally going to disappear.
Right? She doesn't even put any money into the household, and she doesn't even get along with you. She really is a wife that we don't need here.
You just find a new wife that's better than this bitch and make new babies with her.
Oh, you're a genius, Mom. I always knew that I could count on you.
Kikwe pushed Ryuji, and that's how our marriage came to an end. Not only did he sign the divorce papers, but he also signed the pledge that I described earlier. Of course, both of my kids agreed that they wanted to be with me too, so I'm all good now. Mikan, Akira, I'm sorry. I know that you probably wanted Dad and Mom to get along.
That's okay, I love you, Mom. I talked to Sis and we said that we work together to keep you safe, Mom.
Really?
We're both 5 years old already. We're gonna take care of you and keep you safe from now on.
I didn't realize that my kids had matured so much in such a short time. I had so much happiness and guilt that I couldn't stop bawling.
I see. If that's what you decided, Maiko, then you know I've got your back 100%.
Maybe it was a little late to react, but I think that I'll figure it out. I'm gonna do my best to try again.
Yeah, that's the Maiko I know.
First, I need to find a new place to live.
Oh, you want to crash at my place till you find a new place to live?
Really?
I have a relative that runs a real estate place. I can ask him if he knows any good places for you.
Thank you! You really are a lifesaver.
But we really have to finish up work really fast if we want to do that.
Leave it to me. I'm a pro. I've got this. I lost a bunch of data because of Kikwe shutting down my PC. I used 2,000% of my brain and barely made a submission. I had my kids staying at my parents' house for the time being, but I was glad to see that they enjoyed their time with their grandparents. More than anything, they weren't mean like Kikwe. The divorce was all said and done, and a few months after cutting ties with that horrible family.
Maiko-san, give us our money back!
Huh? Kikwe-san?
Someone stole the money from the house!
What are you talking about?
Do not act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I know for a fact that you did this.
I haven't been back to your house a single time after being chased out by you and my ex-husband. How do you think I robbed you?
You pulled out money from the bank account that we put all our daily expenses funds into.
No, that's not possible. After the divorce, Ryuji changed the PIN.
Then who did it?
Who knows?
Someone put in 5K every single month. Why?
You still haven't figured it out, Kikwe-san?
What?
That 5K that I kept putting in was the money that I was making.
Huh?
I told you that I work from home, but I work as a scriptwriter.
Huh? Scriptwriter?
I have a contract with a game production company, and I help write scenarios for gaming companies, and I also am a manga author.
No way, you're lying!
I do all my work with my real name, so I think you'll find it if you just look me up. My best friend Nozomi is the one drawing all of my mangas.
You're not lying. You're really famous, aren't you?
Yeah, I must be lucky. A lot of people seem to really enjoy my work. My manga's actually going to be an anime real soon.
So when you say you have more money than Ryuji-chan...
Yeah, I make pretty good money from royalty, so I think I have at least 2 times as much as Ryuji.
What?
I mean, I started working from home for the kids and everything, so I should really work in an office, but
I thought it was just for pocket change.
I told him how much I made annually. I don't think he told you because he was too embarrassed, or he completely forgot about it. Kikwe seemed to be panicking shortly after reaching out to me after several months. My ex-husband Ryuji was horrible at managing his money, so he just spends whatever's available. He said he wanted to own a home, but the way he spent that money was not conducive to that at all. If I hadn't talked to Nozomi about this, I might have been in that hell forever.
I thought that Ryuji-chan was the one that was handling all the money and he was feeding everyone.
You really should rethink how you see your son. That man spends money way too much.
You need to stop talking about Ryuji-chan. You're just the married-in wife.
No, I'm literally not your anything anymore.
That's not true. I don't care if you got a divorce. You come back here and put the money in right now.
Huh? Why the hell would I?
It's your fault that I'm no longer able to enjoy my hobbies anymore.
What do you mean?
After you left, we went on a trip together and he bought me a bunch of brand-name stuff and...
Ah, I see. And that's how you spent all of your money.
Don't say that like it doesn't matter to you. It's all your responsibility.
You are so annoying. I told you it's got nothing to do with me.
Hey, can you get remarried to Ryuji-chan?
What?
He seems to be upset that you and the kids aren't around anymore, you know?
No way. He pushed all the child rearing on me.
You know, I'm pretty sad that my grandkids are gone too. I haven't been able to really play with them either.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you decide you're not interested.
I'm sorry, I completely regret everything I've done.
It's way too late for that. I'm not gonna listen to anything you gotta say.
I feel bad for how I was nagging at you too. I thought that I just wanted to teach you how a woman should behave in the Miyata family.
Just because that's how you were, do not push that kind of value onto me.
Are you not hearing me say I'm sorry?
I don't care what you say, I'm not going to get back with him.
Maiko-san!
Grandma,
Is that...
I don't want Dad or Grandma.
Huh?
You're always mean to Mom. We hate you.
No!
Sis and I promised that we'd keep Mom safe. We're only 5, but we know who's that bad guy.
Oh!
Mikan and Akira told her off directly, and I felt really good. I was hoping to wait till they were in elementary school at least, but they really gave me that final nudge. I once again drove the point home that I would not be getting remarried, and she completely lost it.
Why the hell not? You loved him so much though, right? Mikan-chan and Akira-chan being born is living proof of your love.
Please stop screaming into my ear. You're gonna make my ears bleed.
I'll never forgive you for this. You made my son unhappy.
I really don't want to hear you say anything. You're the worst possible mother-in-law anyone could wish for.
Shut the hell up! Get the hell back here for Ryuji-chan!
You know, I'm kind of disgusted by how much of a mama boy my ex-husband was, but you're also kind of insane. Do you think that your son is your boyfriend or something?
What's wrong with loving the son that you brought into this world with a lot of pain and struggle?
I think there's a limit to things.
You little...
I think that if I continued to stay in your house and deal with your nagging, then I would have been completely broken. I think I made the right choice to get a divorce, you old hag.
Old hag?
Do not ever come near me or my kids ever again.
You don't have to be so mean. Our house is completely ruined. You could at least give us like 1K a month, okay? It would help us so much.
Definitely not.
Come on, please.
I'm not going to give you money since we're strangers. Figure it out on your own, damn it. Later.
Wait, hey, Maiko-san.
Phew. I'm glad I got that out and was able to say everything I wanted. I'm gonna block her number now. Later, I heard that Kikwe and Ryuji both sold their house. They had to because they tried to use stocks to get their money back easily, but they took out loans to do so. And boy, did that go up in flames. They didn't have any way to pay the loans off. They didn't even have enough after selling the house. They eventually showed up to Ryuji's office asking for the money, and he was terminated for being a disruption in the office. Now they moved into an apartment that was built well over 40 years ago, and all the money that he makes from his part-time job and temp jobs are put towards paying off debt. They're actually struggling to figure out how to eat.
It's your fault, Mom. You chased out Maiko, so this all had to happen.
I don't know what you want me to say. I did this because I cared about you.
Damn it! This is not how it was supposed to be!
By the way, the pledge that I made them sign before the divorce. Kikwe reached out to me, so I'm gonna make a move soon enough. Even if they can't pay the money, I'm sure it'll be a threat. Present day. Alright, we're all good now. Thank you for helping me, Onozumi.
You're very welcome.
Let's take a break. I've got some sweets from the Patissier Moni.
That is that super famous one. Everyone's talking about this. Woo!
I want the chocolate cake. Me too.
I'm so glad that I was able to move into this super secure and safe apartment.
I mean, you and your kids are the most important thing to me right now. It's not a big deal to help you out with where to live.
Thank you so much. Let's stay friends forever, huh? The workroom was big and both of my kids had rooms as well. I felt so relieved I stopped holding back and made a move. I had to deal with a lot of hell before leaving, but I'm gonna work hard now to make sure that my kids and I are able to have a nice life now.